Keir Starmer is finished. The British Prime Minister, he just resigned as the leader of his own party. His own people, the United Kingdom citizens, looked at him and said, "You're done." And here's the best part. Starmer stood up there, getting shoved out the door, and still tried to tell everybody on his way out that he did everything and tried to put his country first at all times. So this is coming from the guy who flooded Britain with migrants, who ignored the needs of people, and took champions of the people like Tommy Robinson and put him in jail. This is his definition of putting his country first. That's the line that he went with. So let's watch him try to sell it.
All right, this is what we just saw. Fox News alert moments ago. British Prime Minister Starmer resigning amid growing pressure over his leadership, even in his own party.
All right, let's go to Jeff Paul. He's live in London with the details. Jeff, what can you tell us?
Yeah, good morning. Well, yeah, after facing months of pressure from not only the British public, but from within his own party, Keir Starmer has resigned as Prime Minister here in the UK. A few moments ago, he appeared outside of 10 Downing Street, where he had this to say.
The question my party is asking now is whether I am best placed to lead us into the next general election. I have heard the answer, and I accept that answer with good grace.
Now, Starmer has faced economic pressure as well as criticism for his handling of illegal immigration and the appointment of former Jeffrey Epstein friend Peter Mandelson as U.S. ambassador. He also experienced a souring relationship with the White House after the U.K. didn't join in on the Iran war. President Trump yesterday writing this on social media. He failed badly on two very important subjects, immigration and energy. I wish him well. As for Starmer's potential replacement, it could be former Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham. He just won a special election to become the newest member of Parliament, and during his victory speech after winning that seat, Burnham seemingly took a shot at the United States.
There was a risk, if you like, that we would carry on seeing Britain and the politics of our country go down a path towards greater darkness and division, and ending up somewhere like the United States of America.
So you need to see what's going on here. Davos has replacements, so Starmer steps aside, and the British people need to decide what they're going to do here, because ultimately they're just getting outplayed by globalist billionaires that want to control the banking, the insurance, and the domination that a once proud United Kingdom once had. So this bloke, right? He's just the next one in line, the next puppet in line. The bigger question is, are we going to see a revolt of the people of the United Kingdom in making sure that their next prime minister is one that has their country's interests? That's yet to be decided. But this fork in the road that Britain's at is a critical one, because if they don't make the right choice here, just exactly like the United States, in getting Donald Trump into the White House again, if they don't make the right choice here, they're doomed. Europe as we know it is in a massive decline. They are no longer in our lifetimes going to be able to recover from the economic decisions that they've put their country and their continent in. There is not a tier one country in Europe, Western Europe proper, that's doing well. They're managing a decline through Brussels with the influence of the World Economic Forum, and people like this are going to make sure the United Kingdom continues on that path.
Now, there will be a leadership contest later this summer, but Nigel Farage of the UK Reform Party has already called for a general election.
So here's what this is really all about. And it's way bigger than a failed United Kingdom prime minister. For years now, Europe has not really been run by anybody that the Europeans actually voted for. It's been run by the crowd at Davos, the World Economic Forum, the globalist class, and the people who fly private to lecture you and I about our gas stoves. And that is Keir Starmer. He was the guy in Britain that was the chosen one for the WEF. And how do we know this to be true? Well, he opened the borders, he managed the decline of the United Kingdom, and he told all of the citizens to be quiet, that what you're seeing on your streets as far as this hostile takeover, it's not really happening. Well, the people of Britain stopped taking it. And right now, the city of London, the whole globalist machine, they're in a complete apoplectic panic. Because Starmer failing isn't just a bad day for the Labour Party. It's a crack in the World Economic Forum's project for their vision of Europe. And what we're seeing is ordinary British people looking at what happened to their country and saying enough. And that's why this moment actually matters to you and I, even if we never set a foot in England, because Britain is at a standing fork in the road and they have choice. One path is more of the same, more open borders, more decline, more politicians who serve Brussels and Davos before they serve their own citizens. So now we see that this road that the UK has been on, it ends in a country that doesn't recognize itself anymore. The rule of law is gone. Pride, as the United Kingdom citizens were preaching to Starmer to take, it was shot. It was Britain deciding to put British citizens on the back burner. Their safety, their jobs, their borders, their culture, everything was getting invaded by Starmer and the globalists. So the people had enough. Their radical idea that a country's supposed to belong to the people that actually live in it sounds remotely familiar to all of us that support Donald Trump, because that's the same exact fight that we are in now and that we were in at the beginning of Donald Trump's second term. It's this choice, globalism or your own country. You can't serve both. And Starmer chose Davos, and Davos couldn't save him. So to our friends across the pond, here's the message that we have for you. This is your shot. Don't waste it. Put your own people first. Before, there's nothing left for you to put first in. Your country is worth saving. And you have a partner here in America if you choose the right path. So tell me down in the comments, do you think that Britain actually turns this around? Or is this going to go a little too far and Davos is going to be heavy-handed in replacing Starmer with just another puppet? If you want more stories like this that mainstream media won't touch and actually tell you the truth about what we're seeing here in the news, be sure to subscribe and share this video with your friends. We'll see you in the very next video. Be sure to like and subscribe to The Chris Locke Show for the latest America First news, conservative commentary, and the stories that mainstream media refuses to cover. These two videos right up here, they're going to be next. Pick your favorite. I'll see you over there.